Proteus was a very old engine from the hills of Soro with a magical lamp, and the legend goes that if any engine ever found it, their wishes could come true. The clues to find the magic lamp are feeling a rush of wind when the lamp is near, hearing a strange creaking sound, and see a flickering light that shines on and off. This, today, is our quick recap of who Proteus is. So let's get on with the video. Proteus was first introduced in the episode in Series 9, The Magic Lamp, where he had no speaking role, but in Series 12 was also mentioned and appeared as a statue in the episode in Season 12, Mount Marvel. Proteus has always been a weird little engine. Magical, in fact, yes. He has the same body type and shell type as Sir Handel, just repainted yellow. Proteus is not Sir Handel, just to clarify that. Proteus is a different engine, a magical one, but Proteus does look like him. Some cool facts to mention that sort of like fan theories are that Proteus is definitely 100% a magical engine, but he also used to work on the Mid-Soda Railway with Duke before Peter, Sam, and Sir Handel ever came to the railway. Proteus has always had this weird little storyline behind him, and it's kind of funny that a lot of people in the fandom have made their own little stories up with this guy. Especially like for cases as with the episode where Dunk gets spooked, those dots do appear to be a similar engine to what Proteus is. Maybe Proteus was the engine that fell off. Anyhow, the stock footage that we got last year for behind the scenes did look like an engine like this, even though it was painted in a brown coat and they had no attention to mean for it to be Proteus. It could well be Proteus. On the Thomas Wiki, there isn't a lot of information, but I'm here today to go over a couple things that a lot of people don't know, like me. So let's get on with it. Let's start off with some trivia. Proteus is likely named after Proteus, a legend sea god from the Greek mythology, which is actually quite interesting, because that Greek god could sort of just change form at times. Anyhow, if Proteus is named after this god, there are some interesting things that we could also go off of. But I'd have to learn a lot more about Greek gods, so I'm saving that for another video. The statue of Proteus, as you can see right here, is missing his lamp in the statue, which is a very prominent thing for this little engine. Some Trackmaster releases have Proteus with a number 3, like Sir Handel. This may be just a factory error of using Sir Handel's Trackmaster model with a different face and adding a headlamp. So that is weird. He's Wooden Railway and Trackmaster toys, despite him not having a nameplate in the TV show, gave him a nameplate instead. Another interesting fact with the Wooden Railway model of Proteus, all of them had a working headlamp, which is an amazing detail to have. Proteus was also in one of the Thomas and Friends books called Thomas and the Three Cranes. Proteus was played by the actor Keith Wiggum, which was also Scully's and Glenn's voice actor in Thomas and Friends, which is very cool that he was actually in the story, and he gave Thomas his headlamp. Pretty cool stuff. There's nothing much to really say about Proteus. He's just like Sir Handel. He has he's the same train as Sir Handel in real life, and there's nothing really much to say. He is based on the same version of the Teleflame model that Sir Handel is based on, and it's pretty cool. I think Proteus is just a pretty cool engine, and if I was ever to write him into any of my stories, he would definitely be a Mid-Soda engine. And I like the idea that the Thomas fandom has given him to be a sort of, how do I say it, a Mid-Soda engine that was there before Sir Handel and Peter Sam was helping the railway out when basically they weren't there. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, I'll do more cool stuff like this. So make sure to like, subscribe, and check out my other videos. You guys have been amazing. Peace.